Yeah, this your girl Shawn. It's my first podcast called Shawn Cheri Unfiltered. And I have here Darby. Darby, who are you with? You got a crew with you.
Hi, Pop Darby's Instagram name, Creative Group Economics is the company, and we have feet on the ground in every direction. So this is Gillo Finesse, comedian.
Entertainer to be exact, you know, don't put me in the box. Like,
With them little ass shorts on.
with them little ass shorts on and this tight bun.
That's alright with this cute though.
It's cute and tight.
Yeah, I want Chinese eyes.
Trey. B-Dog.
B-Dog.
For a little.
What it is.
That's what's up, that's what's up. Okay, can you just tell me a little about what Creative Group Economics do?
Alright, basically it's a system we created that we feel like can end poverty. So it's neighborhoods pooling their resources to become self-sufficient, turning themselves into capital, along with using their creative thinkers to initiate change that they really can feel rather than just asking or lobbying for it. They can do it themselves.
How's that process coming on?
It's slow because our people got a mind state of, I don't even want to say what if. It's more of
It's a trust issue.
It's
kind of stubborn.
But it's not even trust, because we don't have to trust each other, because we don't trust the people that we do give along to. So basically our process is, if every neighborhood buying a house puts up $20 a month, they can be self-sufficient. Or a community. You don't even gotta say neighborhood, because it could be online, it could just be digital, it could be one person in every city doing it, and those people can create companies and create themselves a residual income. So we in third ward right now. This is our outfit, by the way. Disaster Support Command Center that we opened up in Hurricane Hawk. So in third ward is 10,000 houses. It's 17,000 homes. If 10,000 of those people put up $20 a month, they'll have 200,000 to circulate monthly. So then you could do the financial breakdown on that money on those people, 10,000 people. You could do so much for 10,000 people with 200 grand. Because we got to think of ourselves as one economic entity rather than being a bunch of single broke people. We got to become one force, because we can't do shit alone, but together we can do it all.
It sounds easy, $20. So why is it so hard to pitch that to these people?
This is what slavery did to black people. It created us monsters to hate each other. This is the only place where somebody's like a mean mug and some slavery shit. You know, I used to tell people when slaves come to another plantation, look at them mean, you know, don't let them feel at home, make them feel like they supposed to be here. If you was on a buggy with your master, you see a dead black man on the ground, you can't look, you feel me, you can't look nobody else in the eye, and you can't speak to people. So that's, we adopted that. So now that we supposed to be more civilized, but we still ain't, because we still got the slave mentality in our head.
Do you think if a white man pitched this idea, they'll give $20?
That's my scheme right now. I haven't been using it to my advantage, but if I know somebody won't listen to me, I'll send a white dude or a woman, and they listen to them every time. I done it before, and a white dude ended up getting a $30,000 investment off of my idea for some bullshit that he just fucked out, about a motorcycle or some shit.
And how did the woman do?
They always they always try to talk to the women. You gotta send a beautiful woman, but they get investors. They get, somebody found a restaurant because of it. Somebody else found a hair salon. Somebody else got investor. Like, a lot of men are investors that's looking to invest with men. They're not actually trying to make money. They're trying to build relationships. They're looking at certain kind of people they want to build relationships with. So it's either you want to be in the political realm, so somebody that's already got power, somebody that could potentially have power, which is hard to weigh. So I might be somebody that potentially have power, but they don't know what I'm thinking. Or a woman that they could just, you know, they can use their power with her. So it's crazy out here, man.
Yeah, I was looking at, what video I was looking at on your Instagram. You was speaking on something. I meant to comment on it, but I didn't. I was lurking. Damn. What page it looks like.
What I was talking about?
I can't remember. You talking about so much shit.
About all kind of shit.
You got so many damn.
It ain't really one thing.
Oh, you was lurking with the eyes, but now you're blind.
Because I might have seen something else interesting that I liked, and then it's like, okay, don't do me.
I'm saying you started with me now.
You can't take a joke. You can't take a joke.
I can take a joke here.
I want to know from a woman's perspective what you think about black people unifying.
I think it'd be great. Like, we need more black unity.
How do you think we can make it happen?
That's the hard part. Because, like you said, these people, black people don't want to see other black people do better than them. That's the whole thing. We hold each other down. They just, I don't know, it's really stupid. You look at every other culture, they help one another. Hispanics will stay 20 people in one house and build. Chinese people, we're the only race that tear each other down. So it's gonna come, it's not gonna come easy. It's gonna, you're gonna have to tear it like brick, piece by piece until, it's gonna take a group like this to show them it can be done. And when they see it being done, okay, I want to do it too. But until they see it being done, they're not gonna believe it. Simple as that.
And that's great. That's lack of imagination. That's why I say people got to become children again. They got to be able to see the unseen. And if you can't to have something you never had, you got to be willing to do something you never did. Black people never had what they need to have. Well, we have basically in the past. It's like Black Wall Street. They had everything they had. Just got taken away from them because they had it. And now I think they got people really scared out here or something. Because if you know the history, then you know how easy this is. These people did this in like 4 months. Off the rip, when they had the Indian Removal Act, and people had their own operation up and running the next couple of days. And that was like in the 1918 something. Mm-hmm. And it lasted till 1921 when they wanted to kill them for having more than them. It was the most luxurious place in the world. Tulsa alone at that time in 1921. Same for Durham, North Carolina, Harlem, and everywhere else where they had little Black Wall Streets. They was just successful, and they was more successful than all the white people around them. And they trashed all of them. It wasn't just one. I think that's the thing people forget too. They think it was just one Black Wall Street. It was like 8 different cities that was doing this. All of them thrived, and every single one of them was destroyed.
Because
they was black and successful.
No, I mean,
they made an excuse for it. They used to have KKK rallies in Tulsa, Oklahoma every month. And from downtown where they used to have their rallies, thousands of people coming in. Because in the 1920s, it was like 2 million registered members of the KKK. And this is the people with money. So they come to the city, they do what they do, and all they do is talk about killing and eradicating the monsters.
Yeah.
But the monsters in Tulsa, Oklahoma was the rich folks that was taken from them at the time. Same way they do now. They took our jobs by the Mexicans. They worried about their money. So when they did it with them, they had a black dude that slipped on the elevator and bumped into a white lady. She had said he assaulted her or something like that. So when he got out, they took him to jail. And they had a meeting. They used to be having a meeting, the monthly KKK rallies in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So they said when they came down by the boatloads. Because they said they was going to take him out of jail and lynch him and kill him. And the people in Black Wall Street, he was from Little Africa. So the people was like, nah, we ain't gonna let that happen. It was like 11 people. They went with shotguns and everything, black folks, to go protect them and shit. They had they went at it. And it's 11 people versus 1,000. And they went and destroyed their whole shit. And then all night long, they was destroying their shit. And in the morning, planes and shit came dropping bombs, dropping all kind of bullshit on them. When you got access to resources, you can act as a power. That's why black folks need access to resources they own.
So that's what you're trying to bring to them.
We gotta have it. If we want to go to, like people always talk about going to war, we gotta fight and fuck them. We gotta do none of that. They don't gotta do none of that because if we had the resources right now, they could just like step on us. What can a roach do to you if you want to step on it? Nothing, because it's a roach. Mm-hmm. What can an ant do to you if you want to step on it? Nothing. You squish it. You ain't gonna step in no ant pile. You ain't gonna step in no ant pile. You already know what time it is. You gonna walk around that hole. So we got to become an ant pile. We got to be able to have our own.
But until everybody wake up and see that, it's gonna be a process. And as long as they think that the black man is, they think like they got trust. They're gonna jack me for my money. They ain't gonna do right for my money. That's their mentality. Like everybody trying to get over.
That's why we put it at selling points and a low price point. So off the rip, they paying $20 a month. Not to say that that ain't shit, but if you know that, like he asked me earlier, he a music artist, what kind of shit do I get when I'm in this pot? And I'm like, look, go in there. We got a group chat and we got an app where you can find all of the people you need. I'm talking politicians, I'm talking people on the ground level trying to start up, videographers, audio engineers, whatever you want. You an artist. You got people that give you free studio time. You got people that's giving you free features that can sing. People that's giving you free tunes. No matter what you are, you can come in and find, hey, it's black people in here that's in my same lane, on my same thought pattern, my same frequency. We can link up and create something that's magical and make money off of it. Just because I was part of something that had everybody in it, and everybody was about supporting each other. That's the main premise, though, that when people come in, I want them to know this is about people helping each other. That's why we do free marketing business networks. We build websites. We give them free business plans, financial analysis, marketing analysis on who they target audience need to be. We give them everything they could possibly have, logos, ideas.
So this is a no-brainer.
For $20 a month. And if you got a business, you put your business up on the app, and you know you're gonna get clientele because there's thousands of people with the app that look on it to buy shit.
I'm not understanding why you're having a hard time.
We're not even having a hard time.
I don't understand why the people's not, like, me just listening to it, he go 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why somebody would be eager to give 20 if you have all these things being accessible to you.
Most people don't want nothing for themselves. They just think they do, or they just want the shit around it. So when somebody tell you $20, you think out the real, what's the instant gratification? What do I win out of it in the money terms? So when I tell them, it ain't like you give me $20, I'm gonna give you $1,000. You give me $20, I'm gonna give you a shitload of resources, and you gonna do your thing.
You ain't gonna fuck up on food, clubs, or anything. You wait right well.
If we don't build something, somebody else gonna build something to take us down.
Exactly.
So, and they gonna use your money. We pay taxes every day. Ain't no argument on it. This is a black tax. We gotta pay a black tax. So as an entrepreneur initiative, rather than just paying a white tax and letting it be
Once
a imprisonment initiative.
Understand that. You guys have anything on the input on that?
I agree with the same mentality. A lot of people, you guys really, with condition, you gotta really show us. And a lot of, I hate to say this, from my people, I do this, we really are, and I believe we the most, I ain't gonna even say we the most racist, but we're prejudiced. But we are, though, in the sense, but I might even be called an Uncle Tom or a coon for saying that, you know what I'm saying? Speaking the real, sometimes you can speak the real, and people still...
The real ain't recognized because it ain't glorified like everything else. They purposely glorify bullshit in the media so that people will attract to it.
It's a proper
that's what they want. That's a live scheme. Like, if I make guns popular, everybody else start having guns and shooting each other. If I make that popular in the mass culture. But that's stupid. Why not make working together popular?
No, like, that P. Diddy you said about that football, NFL. What were you saying about that?
All right. Basically, crazy thing you said about that, because after I posted that, 2 teams DM'd me, SDFL and the Rivals Football League. One is in Pearland, and they have 4 teams, and I think they're planning to have 2 teams in 8 states by 2018. And then I have another one in Florida that has a team in Miami and a team in Detroit. So just like that, one of them has been working for 7 years, one of them has been working for 5 years. Their own leagues, having games, they got their own teams. If somebody was to say, hey, we want to have a team, Diddy could just back them, bring them under one umbrella and start his own Negro League, creating jobs. Because one of them, the whole position is just to create jobs in the community. And then when they create the jobs in the community, back then we'll start teaching. If you play on a team and your parents like, what kind of team you play on? Come on, we teach financial literacy classes down here every Thursday. So now you coming in there learning how to, just because you're son on the team, now you learn how to do financial literacy, and you have community gardens along with your neighborhood. So now it's like, not only are we creating jobs, we creating these people to learn how to be self-sufficient, and that's what it's really about. It ain't about the money.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, that football league is super easy. It's super easy to do in real life. It's just not the NFL because the teams cost too much, and they're not gonna want to sell it. They're not gonna want to sell it to regular people. Every city could own their own team, and the people could be making money off of it.
Why they don't?
Because they retarded. If a team costs $2.5 billion, but it's 4 million people in the city, that city could own that team. With off $100 investment.
Person,
People don't think big enough.
Yeah, they don't think at all.
I mean, don't want to say that, but I mean, they just think
they don't.
Take what's given to them and be happy with it. Don't look for nothing else outside of that. Like,
but that was the problem with slaves back then.
I said, but we've been programmed like that for years.
Yeah, when people used to be talking about running away, somebody really tell on you like, no, we good over here. Why you wanna go? Why you wanna run away? Who gonna take care of you?
Yeah, they thinking
You know what I'm
potentially
saying?
you run away, you gonna get me killed. So whatever you do gonna affect me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
down.
now they so worried about you. You gonna run away, your ass gonna get killed. Once you get out this plantation, you gonna die. And I ain't gonna be here to save it. That's the same shit people say now. Go ahead, quit your job. I ain't paying you for it.
they will kill your dream in a minute. I hate that. I hate to tell people my dreams because they'll make you knock them down so fast. It's kind of like, you know what?
Man, I started saying we gotta learn how to kill tradition because tradition kills dream. And if you start being institutionalized, like even with colleges, like we finna go to the homecoming, that's an institution. They're institutionalizing people to think a certain kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Carter G. Woodson in his book, Miseducation of the Negro, he said if you're a college educated person, you are probably the most far off because you've been in a system the longest. And they're not teaching you how to go back to the hood and develop it. They teach you how to operate in their system.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not nobody's fault, it's our own fault because if I'm white, I'm looking at black people like, bro, y'all got talent. What I gotta get y'all? I created a system for me. Y'all know I created a system for me. Y'all got talent. Go do something else.
They want to come over there.
Yeah. Then y'all talking about, then people want to talk about, just help us get more jobs, help us get more this. Like, why would I want y'all to work with me? Don't work for yourself.
Exactly.
That's how I really think white people feel. But that's how they feel. That's why they be saying like, y'all get enough.
Well, that's why they pay us like they do. The crumbs, and we just want to work for them. Just give them something.
They get to pay you what they want to pay you.
Yeah.
Like I tell myself all the time, like I'm not gonna. When I was a kid, my grandma would be like, go to school, get a good job. Nigga, you were teaching me the wrong thing. You was supposed to teach me go learn. You know what I'm saying?
Learning.
Go learn and then learn how to build from that. Like build something for yourself. Build something to leave for your kids. They, you know what I'm saying, and their kids, because if you don't just work in a regular 9 to 5, sorry to say, if you're not like head, you know what I'm saying, in a head position, that check ain't never gonna amount to enough for you to take care of what you need to take care of. So like until you able to take that step and break away from that chain and be like, look, fuck this ain't, you know what I'm saying, this ain't ever gonna do it. I gotta do something for myself. You're gonna be lost.
Yeah.
Wealth starts at $150,000 a year. So if you don't make that, you poor.
Pretty much.
So, and you're supposed to be able to save 1/3 of your income. So making $150,000 and saving $50,000 is like the average life. Ain't too many black people that do that, period.
I can't tell you nobody. Well, I probably know black people. I probably know 5 people that probably got $50,000.
Yeah. But picture this: this whole apartment complex, nobody got $50,000, but together they got it in a day. They don't realize it. They can use the money everybody in one apartment complex spend in one day at the corner store next door to them. Mm-hmm. They could use to build their own corner store. Mm-hmm. Like CUNY Home, it's 567 units. No, it's like 600 units. Y'all put up $20 a month. Y'all got $12,000 a month. Y'all can build your own CUNY Home. It don't cost $12,000 a month to operate that. All you need is to keep building when you get enough to put it.
Is it a bigger platform to put it out so they can understand it? Or do we need somebody like Jay-Z to come stand in front of the table and say it for more than understand?
The crazy shit is, they said it already.
Like,
Jay-Z dropped the whole album, 444.
He said he gave you the game for $9.99.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little tight. I can understand it, but with the plan, with a definite plan like that, it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people, I ain't gonna even lie, I pay bills like all the time. I just think people just giving up money is just hard for people to do sometimes.
If you're not about an entrepreneur lifestyle, then it's not for you. But if you actually want to work for yourself, then that 20 is gonna be worth it in the long run.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying,
but like you say, a lot of people ain't got patience, but now.
Yeah. But even now, 95% of business is marketing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if I'm paying $20 a month to be marketed to 100 people, I'm with that. I wouldn't care if it's my company or the white dude across the street. If it's gonna give me 100 new exposure, $20 a month.
But it's like I pay $9.99 Netflix every month. Netflix.
Motherfuckers paying $35 a month for 24-hour fitness and never going.
I pay $230 for cable and watch 4 channels.
If you go to the club,
Yes, I
I'm
know.
about to say, what you
if
got?
you go to the club, you parking for $20. And that's gonna be weekly. Don't go out twice. And that don't include the dough price.
That nigga buying
Drinks,
So, come on now.
the gas to get them,
Come on now, talk that shit.
the outfit.
It don't include nothing. $20 a month is not even $1 a day. And you investing in yourself. You're not investing in nobody else. It ain't like you giving it away for somebody to go get rich. You're investing in yourself. You get into the solution. You get into being part of the solution on what we need. That's creative group.
That's okay. Can I be a part of creative group?
You in the mix, baby. You already on. You gotta go sign up on the app too, though.
I signed up already.
No, but you gotta put this on there. You gotta put your logo and everything, so we can.
You gotta charge that extra $5 on the bank.
Extra $5, just good.
It's good.
Yeah,
Ain't
light
that about a
skin.
bitch?
Oh,
And
yeah.
it-
You gotta charge her
Hold on,
for the
what
curse
color is
version.
What color is he?
I am illuminated.
He's radiant. He's not a color. He's radiant.
Okay, well, oh, shit. I'm a caramel.
Oh, no, you
No.
you need to go down. You got the wrong candy, but
Don't do me.
White chocolate.
Like right now.
See, my daddy might be white, but my mama won't tell me. I don't know.
we ain't gonna play the Willie Lynch game. We ain't. It's all
In the now.
person, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Dark versus light skin.
We ain't gonna do all
Yeah, we
that.
all want color. We all black.
Colorism is actually a real thing.
What do y'all think about this? We all black. Do y'all think y'all African Americans?
No, I don't.
I believe that I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
Everybody got their
Yeah, what
own
you think
shit.
you are?
I'm me. I'm a being. I'm me. I'm out here. I
Okay,
don't
no.
have to-
Let's stick to the question. See,
What is your
'cause for
race
me-
and ethnicity?
For me,
There's no such thing as a race.
Okay.
There's no such
What do
thing
you?
as a
Okay,
race.
when you put an application.
They
what do you
created. Oh, check shit. I ain't doing no
You used
applications.
to.
I'm a company. I'm a businessman.
What are you? Mexican, Latino, Asian,
Nah, those are just
European?
geological affiliations. Don't got nothing to do with your code, what you made out of. You just born into the light. I'm a light body.
What are you?
So
One
when
of the universe.
your grandma saying, "Oh, your great grandpa was such and such and such,"
Cherokee and Haitian.
It's gonna say I'm indigenous to the land. I'm Aboriginal. I'm a person,
I got some.
and I'm indigenous to the world.
I'm about to say
as a whole.
some black toe, some Cherokee.
So what do you teach your children? What do you tell them they are?
I tell them they indigenous to the world. They are the first. That's gonna always be the last. They're gonna be here. But see, this is the thing with children. It's about both sides because you can't confuse them. Like when I was little, ain't no way. I don't understand if I could have even been on game as a little kid because it's so fucked up around me. Like right now, when I be on game, how I look around and be like, damn, everything wrong. I couldn't have been doing that as a child. I just had to be in the wrong with it. Cause it's no way I could. I don't know if you can. I know you can grasp it at a young age, but it's so much to deal with.
But it's implanted in you from your mama, your grandma, your aunt,
Mhm.
your cousin, everybody.
So that's what I would say. But I don't implant the wrong thing. So no matter what, everybody not gonna be on game. The world gonna raise your child up what it wanted to think with that generation. Just like how everybody in here was raised up, 90s and whatnot. So we B-boys and Jeezy and
I'm waiting for
T.I.
that.
But I'm saying us right here, this road when we was in middle school, high school,
Yeah.
that's what was out, 50 Cent. So everybody grew up on gangsters and everybody sell dope. So this new generation, they growing up on little
Tight pants.
tight pants, and
Yeah.
Drugs,
people that
perfume,
sniff powder.
sex.
Yeah,
Drug worship.
So now we turning our children from what they created us to be to like little weak versions. They constantly create us to
Walked
be
out.
in our lower selves. They want us to be in our lower selves because that's the only way they can operate. Because if we become who we supposed to be, man, the sky the limit. They know it. They scared of that. That's what the prophecies told them to be scared of. So they trying to keep it going.
Anybody want to add on
Yeah, I got something to say.
I want to hear you because you say you hear it.
that? Let that man be here.
Nah, everybody. He's
Yeah.
not wrong. He's not wrong. The Spanish Inquisition is the reason the world's politics is how it is, and it's about the Moors and Yahudi. And Yahudi is Hebrew Israelites.
See, I'm an artist, so I'm gonna put it in words for y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? It go. Never even getting goals accomplished, but them Willie Lynch letters still got us on that dumb shit. Don't know how to multiply ass shit. We split like division, and all we know is subtracted. You see your brother with some guap in his pocket, so you rob him on that. I'm too lazy to get a job shit. What's happening to my race? Will we ever have hope? Niggas never stick together, and that's why we still broke. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, felt that.
Hey, hold on, it ain't over.
Are you not in the same?
Go ahead.
Alright, it go. Never even getting goals accomplished, but them Willie Lynch letters still got us on that dumb shit. Don't know how to multiply ass shit. We split like division, and now we know it's subtracted. You see a brother with some guap in his pocket, so you rob him on that. I'm too lazy to get a job shit. Hold on. What's happening to my race? Will we ever have hope? Niggas never stick together, and that's why we still broke. You know what I'm saying? And that's on the hook. That's my hook. That was on some real shit that I was spitting, cause like niggas never stick together as a whole. That's why we still broke. You got a race such as the Mexicans who they had El Chapo. He locked up, and it wasn't a good thing, but it wasn't a bad thing either, because this man is locked up in a high top security establishment in which like it's hard for you to get up out that place. And his race dug up underground from Mexico to California to bust this man up out of jail. That's like they came together. That's unity. That's something like what black people you see doing that. Okay, I have to I go back on that because Tupac's Annie, she was also in an establishment in which it was high security, maximum security, and
she broke out though, ain't she?
She got out as well, but
they want us so bad.
She in Cuba somewhere.
She in Cuba, so
she in Cuba.
They calling for it. They telling her no. They keep telling her no.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
But see, I say, what's happening to my people? We act so evil. No more fractions. Our niggas is equal. It ain't the same. You let Willie Lynch see the master happy laughing at the stupid shit that we do. Like, haha, look at the stupid nigga. Put him on that dumb shit, make him shoot a nigga. You stupid nigga, it's so pitiful. I'ma kick this shit, could get a little more political. Young versus young versus old versus the young, and the old versus the old. This what a stupid nigga, that's why you can't trust a soul. Find out on your own, don't believe everything you was told. Hey, and we will fuck from birth. Better do your browser, my nigga. Do some research, yep. So dirty, so motherfucking filthy. You a stupid nigga, and that's why you feeling guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid nigga is a category of person in real life too.
Yeah.
There are literally stupid niggas. That's horrible to say, but white people make it. That's the
What is the definition of a stupid nigga?
It's you gotta think about it in the white man world. So if a white man thinking of when we nigga is a word that we took from them. It do mean black. So I guess I don't want to say we took it from them, but we used it for ourselves because we ain't not black. They got this shit called the Christian Black Code that put us in labels. So if you consider yourself a minority, that means you don't have the mental capacity to govern yourself. So the government has to act as your guardian. So when you say that you're black and you're a minority, that's what the government is fitting you in the business sense. So they thinking, okay, we are your guardian. That's why when the police officer asks you, when you go anywhere, what's your race, and you say black, cool.
I'm over you.
You're a stupid nigga. We know you don't know. You're not able to think for yourself. The government has to be your dad. You need a new father. So, stupid niggas.
And I'm glad he spoke on that. I really believe if people condition themselves as far as, how we take the government and, we abuse the benefits they give us, but at the same time, it's like they spoon feed us. You know what I'm saying? It's the independent mind frame that'll get us off there, then we can empower ourselves. Yep. That's how I feel about it.
Damn. Mason, what you gotta say? I'm just reading your hat.
He amazing. That's a cold crack in itself.
I want to hear your opinion on some things. I ain't heard you really talk.
You been saying enough. But everything he's saying, like what Gillo was saying about how black people use the government subsidies for help, that one started for us. But when we get on it, they feel like, oh, the black people own it, so we don't need to be on it. We better than that. So when they categorize as black people, black people use food stamps, black people housing and all of that. Some of the wealthiest white people you know use food stamps, housing, any other thing that black people got. No, not even that. When white people get it, and then when the government allows black people to get onto it, the white people be like, no, we can't associate with that anymore because the stupid nigga syndrome.
They put the highlight on us, and then all of a sudden, and we, the minority, goes back to supposed.
Oh no, but they still stay on it, but the mass media doesn't.
Don't talk about it.
The ratios they show don't include the white people that's actually on it. So when they show it, it's a slant. It don't ever equal out to 100 because you missing the whole category because they're not gonna place themselves with us.
But you said earlier, media manipulation.
That's mine. Social engineering control the world. They can make people think how they want them to think years in advance. In the 1960s, a white dude wrote a book saying that it was going to be men wearing dresses by the year 1995. All on TV, black men. Now when you look on TV, that's what you see. It started with Madea and Martin and Jamie Foxx and Vin Brains and everybody else. They put them in dresses and they do it to the most masculine people that you're supposed to be afraid of. They asked Mike Tyson to put on a dress. They asked Tupac to do it. You know, they asked everybody that controls culture, put on a dress. We're gonna pay you. We're gonna pay you. They got LeBron in a dress. They got everybody. They got people. Just
what is that? Just a little black man?
No, they control the cycle.
It's about the youth.
Yeah.
It's about the youth. If I'm a LeBron James fan, me, a grown man, my son too, and I'm watching TV and LeBron James in a dress on a Progressive commercial playing. And I'm laughing. Look at LeBron James in the dress.
What a 2-year-old thing.
That's funny. Oh, that's what funny is. We create everything in our minds on what's funny, what's real, what's fake, what's popular, what's not popular. It's all just bullshit. We just make it in our head and we run with it. And when groups of stupid people are dangerous. So groups of stupid people have been taking false education, miseducation, and using it against groups of smart people and making them look crazy. It's just another game.
Damn, somebody was just looking at on social media. There's so much shit. I mean,
everything.
It's like you can't miss. It's like all kind of shit. God, where can I start? That I had in my mind.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How was Galveston County affected by the hurricane?
We actually came out good. Like, I stay on 3rd floor apartments. Like, the streets flooded, but when it stopped raining, it went down. I had no damage. Now, like on Jamaica Beach, I don't know if you know where that's at. They lowland water. They got flooded. Like Port Bolivar out there, they got messed up. But inside, we did actually good because I was thinking of Ike, and I was like, fuck. Everybody called me like, you need to leave. I'm like, leave the what? Yeah, I didn't even know storm coming. People calling me, you need to leave. I'm like, wow.
I didn't know the storm was coming till like the day.
I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news, so I didn't know.
They on the news a day and a half.
I don't watch the news, so people's calling me, telling me to leave.
I believe that there wasn't no natural.
That's it. So they said the government set it up to have a reason to do whatever they do. But I ain't.
Well, when you look up the paperwork on Hurricane Harvey, it was published that it was going to be weather modulation creation over the state of Texas. I was like,
26. Well, it's supposed to start on the 24th or something. Yeah.
So they put it in the paperwork 3 months ago that this was going to happen.
Wow.
So if you was to go and do your research, you could see it. You could see it, and if you know about HARP, and if you know about NASA, if you know about anything else, that they control the weather easily. It's not even a hard thing to do. We can control small weather and all by ourselves. We could create hurricanes. The first shit they tell you.
So what was the purpose of Harvey? To do what?
To me, I feel like it was to bring money toward Texas and to kind of teach them a lesson. Not like, bro, Texas be talking shit to America. Texas tries to secede. Texas be telling them how they don't need to be here. This is like the part of it. When anybody think about Texas, they think it's money here because this is like our
Texas.
Energy. Houston is the energy capital of the world. Not like America, the world. So when you attack Houston, and we got the ports, we got everything else. It's power here. It's one of the largest cities in the world. It's not like people just think in America. Since it's not just America, it's everybody. You know, they can control. See, when the hurricane hit, gas prices everywhere else in Texas went up because people couldn't get trucks out. Everybody else gas went up. It's about money. Everything about money. Now when I be in them back offices with these people trying to get these contracts, trying to get these jobs done, meeting these politicians, meeting these people that have action that helping people for real, they placing money where they want it to go. They're not placing money on people that need it. They're not placing money on people that can do something with it. They're placing money on, okay, we can rearrange this. This gonna help me. This gonna help me. They're not actually trying to help people. It was for the state of Texas. This hurricane didn't do nothing but benefit them.
Yeah, that's what somebody
They don't give a damn about who died. They don't give a damn about none of that.
That was just a funnel money. Like you said, I'm gonna put money here, here, here. But I'm putting you in position here. I'm gonna put you in position here. I'm gonna put you in position here. So when I call you, you do what you gotta do. For me putting you here, you send me what you owe me. Same thing for this person and this person. Like, when it comes to big money, nobody want to get left out. We've been in meetings where people have been talking about hundreds, you know what I'm saying? $70 million, $100 million, and everybody's like, I ain't gotta get a big piece. I just want a small piece. What's a small piece of $100 million? Especially when you ain't got $1 million.
Wow. That was fucked up.
The city of Houston got $7 billion. No, the state of Texas got $7 billion for the hurricane. The city of Houston, the mayor got a $50 million rainy day fund check, and he had already raised $27 million by himself. J.J. Watt was giving him his 30 to go along with that. That's $107 million. One man can
What
control.
money now?
They haven't done anything with it. They gave out $7 million, and then when they gave out $7 million to the nonprofits, it was, I've been doing hurricane relief since day one. All the organizations they name, I never heard any of them.
Oh, we ain't seen them.
Never seen any of them. And when you go to check out who they all white-owned nonprofits. Or Jewish. Most of them is Jewish, actually.
And I was looking at Puerto Rico. I was looking at some men over there. They said they doing really bad over there. I don't know what happened to the so-called help they was getting.
Man, Puerto Rico, it's people just taking like bullshit. I think it's 3.5 million people in Puerto Rico. It's not that big. You could drive around the whole Puerto Rico in 8 hours.
Man.
So if you really want to help a lot of people, you could drop them. If it take 8 hours to drive around this entire piece of land, you could help everybody. They not doing what they supposed to be doing. And they supposed to be rebuilding, they not doing it. And they acting like they can't afford to do it, but they can, because it don't even cost money.
Well, Trump was like, well, since y'all really not a state of America, we're not going to.
He's their president.
We're not going to help y'all because y'all really not a state.
They're U.S. territory, but they're not a state. So I went to Puerto Rico about 2 months ago. Everything in Puerto Rico was basically about how the U.S. took it over. The U.S. took it over, murdered a bunch of farmers, destroyed their land, took their farmland, and started raising completely different crops that Puerto Rico was known for. So that they don't even have their own crops. They have to access their own shit. So once you control their food source, you control those people. So they acting like this is not the first time they've been ravaged through. The storm fucked them up just like double time. They was already fucked up because of what America did. And now it's like you gotta ask America for help. But it's a coincidence because when I went to Puerto Rico, I was teaching a class about becoming self-sufficient. I only got one dude number, but he say they've been working together trying to do what they can for themselves. They have like lots of parties, and it's a club that everybody go to the south side. He say that club's still shocking the rocket. Like, we gonna have fun regardless. But we gotta learn how to build for ourselves. And now we can't be so mad at the government because that's what they here to do. They here government. Government means mind, is your mental. They here to, government means control, ment means mental. It's your mind. They here to control your mind. And if you don't let them, shit, who fault is that?
Yeah.
A lot of little New York partner. They say New York. They say if you get God, it's just you just get God. That's how they think. That's how the government think. If you get God, you get God. If you smart enough to think your way out, cool. But if not, we're gonna win.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I don't blame them for it. That's just some bullshit. But that's what we're born into. But once you figure it out that it's some bullshit, you're supposed to do something about it.
But I think a lot of people are waking up now, or acting like they're waking up.
Stage of Aquarius, the water barrier, the rain being poured down on them. They ain't got no choice but to wake up. When you soaking wet and outside,
But naked.
he been butt
So do
naked.
you think our children will be woke to where what we trying to do, they'll be living well?
If they teach them.
Dope that.
Yeah, they ain't doped out. Cause heroin, they was woke back then. Heroin fucked them up. Black people wasn't using drugs in the 40s and shit. Yeah, it wasn't no real shit.
The same thing your grandma told you. My uncle like 60. My uncle might be 62. His wife probably 58. When your grandma told you, there was no drugs in our neighborhood when we was younger, me and my uncle had the exact same conversation.
I had a podcast with my
My
grandma.
uncle was like, when we grew up, there wasn't no drugs. He was like, when we stayed separate from the white folks, we didn't know what drugs was. But he said as soon as integration came, drugs flooded the streets.
See, what they did is called black exploitation. So, my grandma, she's 82. She was born in 1935. So, by the time integration came, she was grown up. Her whole childhood, she didn't see no drugs. Wasn't no drug addicts and shit in her neighborhood. She say, black people always wanted to do what white folks did. White folks were sniffing coke, that was the money drug. So they started putting it in our movies like The Mac and all of these, black exploitation. That's how you put it in their face. Them is like white movies, them is white companies, Paramount and all these people putting out shit. They're doing that so they can control the culture through social engineering.
Well, that's
They're
right.
creating them what they want them to
That's
be.
how they got to the kids.
Yeah, so they creating pimping to be the cool shit. They creating snort lines and this to be the cool shit. So now people looking at the movie like, oh, that's what he did. That's how he got money, and they going to get money like that. Then they gonna supply you the drugs to actually give you the money because they taught black folks how to cook dope through a movie before people were actually cooking dope. So when they drop off the crack, now that people done seen the movie, I already know what to do with that. Make it lock up and break it back. So it's like,
Which I don't know, then we go watch
yeah. So it's like we get got without even knowing that we get got. They teach us shit through our mind. They institutionalize us without us even being in jail. It's crazy.
Shit, it's real crazy.
Shit real.
No, sitting back thinking like, damn, what did I watch on TV that influenced me?
Shit, it's gonna be something even if it's Steve Urkel. Shit, for
Not,
real.
like if you think about it now, like the girls that's our age, you know what I'm saying, she worked in the strip club, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10 when you was a kid, you watch Player Club, you know what I'm saying? You watch Players Club.
I
sometimes.
love Diamond.
So, and see, I remember it was a time I ain't even old, so I remember back when girls used to be ashamed to be strippers. That shit
cool than a motherfucker.
She's like, that's a job to have.
Diamond on Players Club, she didn't want nobody to know she was.
They talked about it, and
I
she was ashamed.
guarantee you, like, and it's damn near getting there. Motherfuckers gonna think being gay is cool.
What you mean think?
This is what gay people are finna do. They're
Man, they done passed us
they are
out for
finna
it.
start creating their own scholarship so that if you're a black one, like how black women have. Black women, you can be black and get a scholarship, you can be a black woman and get a scholarship. That's two, they
Another
qualify
gay
for
scholarship.
that's gay.
I have nothing against gay people. I have homosexual cousins. I ain't gonna say their name. but real talk, I don't agree with the lifestyle, of course, because I don't see the benefit from it. Like, usually when I think of homosexuality, I associate it with HIV. But when I think of a man and a woman, I associate it with life being created.
Do you, what about woman and woman? Do you look at that as a frown upon?
I mean, I gotta to be in all honesty, as a man, I would like it. Just to be honest as a man, but it's not good for the earth. It's not.
I know, but I'm saying, no, most people accept woman on woman, but they,
Like I said, as a man in the flesh, yeah.
I feel like because you taking your manhood when you are two men on men.
Yeah.
That's not manly.
At all. And it's like
We can't
never
poke each
get-
other with nothing.
Nothing good ever came from a dick in the butt.
This nigga crazy. Yeah, nothing good ever came from that.
Well, they got
But it's a whole bunch of bullshit, literally.
So yeah, but even with the whole gay agenda right now, that's another attack on us.
But you don't feel like these people actually love one another?
I'm not saying that. I just don't agree with it because I'm like, at the end of the day, what are you getting for? You're not creating.
This is what I'm saying. You can be taught to do anything. People love their dogs. Literally, some people don't have sex with them. Bestiality. and they think that is right. They think they're born to do that. But a baby is just born. It's not born any certain kind of way. What it is exposed to creates it. It's not just gonna just we have free thought, but we have to learn something from it. I didn't get conscious because I just thought like, I should be conscious. Now I went and picked up books and it.
So you don't think when these kids or these parents say they were born that way, you don't believe that?
You can't be born anything. If you could be born gay, you should be able to be born a serial killer. Or you're born I like to stab people in the eye. You know,
They probably have been little fucked up kids when they was little.
You cannot be born.
The stuff that you see.
I think you can be influenced, but I don't know if you can be. I don't know if you can just be born. Is it like a gene? Like is it a trait? Like think about it. When you think born with things like you have the color of your eyes, or you know what I'm saying, or the texture of your hair. What? I don't see. Like you say, you can't create from being gay. So how are you born? It's not a trait.
To me, I take it as a child is a sponge. Whatever you put into that kid is gonna take.
But
you know what I'm saying?
and it don't have to be you.
It could be anybody.
Your environment.
Yeah.
It could be one movie. It could be one music video. It's just whatever they latch on to. You see kids that watch the same movie every week. But you going to watch Friday every day.
My kid watches every day. Sit down.
Watch Friday. What you gonna become? Weed head.
You might get fired for your job.
Might get fired for your job. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna create what you see. That's my problem with religion, because it only creates you. So no matter what, you could be living any kind of life. But if you explain to somebody who's living inside of a religious boundary, when you describe to them what you do, they can compare you to the only thing that they know. Religious, that's what Job was doing. Oh, that's what Jesus was doing. You know what I'm saying?
My thing with religion is, you say, don't judge. But the second you say, don't judge, when you see somebody that's outside that little box he made, the first thing you do is, you're not living your life right. How does it come out your mouth to say not to judge? But then when you see somebody that's not doing what you're doing, the first thing you do is judge.
So I'm assuming all y'all not religious.
I believe in God.
But you don't have it like you're not Buddhist, Catholic, Baptist.
Well, this is what I can say. The inception of religion is probably the greatest attempt man has ever had to get people to realize that God lives within them. So, because that's what all of the books are about. It's about men inside of those. Somebody wrote stories, examples of how you can activate your own God powers. Everybody in there was talking to themselves and activated their powers. And they just took it out of them talking to themselves and talking to the man in the sky. So I just think people need to...
So you don't think the stories are real?
No, they're allegories. The Bible actually tells you that these stories are not real like 5 times. Yeah. But what I can say is, whenever you create something, it happens again. So if I create a story 20,000 years ago, in 5,000 years, somebody's going to constantly read that story and they're going to become something in that story. And then I can just tie them to that. So just like, say, for instance, the goddess Athena, right? She stood up to her father publicly. She was a seamstress. She was vocal. She stood up for just matters. She tamed the centaur. The world constantly go around. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. Same things only happen again. Time, same time. 1 through 12. You know what I'm saying? We get all of that all day long. So it's only right the same thing will happen again. This year is 2017. We have a new Athena, a goddess that walks the earth, that stood up to her father publicly. It's Beyonce. She stood up to her father publicly. She's a seamstress, House of Darion. Her mama's name she's Athena. Her story is completely parallel to Athena, and now she just had the twins, and she has a daughter named Blue Ivy.
Shout out to Aqualia.
Yeah, and that's what put me on that. From before I was maybe 12 years ago, probably 12 years ago. So that's one thing I can say. People are so exposed to the information, they just don't act as a sponge and soak it in. It's like some shit you block out just because of who presented it. That's a fucked up part.
Or the shit they tell you is bad really ain't bad. That's what you need to know. But once they put it
666.
Once they put it in the box and tell you it's bad, most people
666 not actually a bad number.
no. But like he says.
Protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. That's carbon. Melanin is a byproduct of carbon. Melanin is how we accept all and absorb all of this radiation from the sun and be able to be who we are. So they're basically trying to call us the devil because we have powers that the universe gives us and they don't have it. So they created it to be the devil so that you'll think it's wrong. So that when anything they put on black, even in the dictionary we look at black as evil, bad, dirty. It ain't about no good shit. White is pure, cleanliness. It represents purity. You know what I'm saying? They put words around their thoughts so that we could live them out instead of the constant.
When my black ass touch that white shirt, they get dirty.
Get you some dubs, nigga.
See, but that's the bullshit. Because they tell you the white is the light and the black is the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really truly the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
In the summertime you wear white, so the light reflects off, so you won't be so hot.
Mm-hmm.
In the winter you wear the black
Mm-hmm.
to, you know what I'm saying, to bring it in. So really the light is, you know what I'm saying, is in the dark, and the white is to let it go.
Yeah, so I can break that down like this. A light body, anything that absorbs light would be a light body. The things that absorb the most light have to be dark because that can hold the most. So the darker you are, the more you absorb, the more you radiate. You are the lightest body. So the least, the whiter you are, the brighter you are, you can absorb the least.
Like,
So you can't be a light body.
Mm-hmm.
A light body has to be able to absorb. But you can. Light-skinned people and white people absorb light. All of them have melanin. It's just not as dominant.
Yeah.
That's why they call themselves. That's why they refer to people as having recessive and dominant genes, because dominant means this is a powerful gene that can say things like they say. It takes you to 8 generations to get black out of your blood.
Man, they slanging that shit. They got the melanin tax, man. They slanging that shit.
They really do.
No bullshit.
They do.
Look it up. They slanging
They
that
get
shit.
melanin shots. They take melanin pills.
Wow.
They try to. That's the new thing. That's how you live long though. White people have a shorter lifespan than us because they can't live as long as us in a natural state. So they have to. White people average. I think they was averaging like 65. So that's why they got to start getting black people to kill themselves early. Because if they dying at 65 and we living to 110, shit.
They're gonna have people on the road.
Exactly. We got to kill them off. So that when they talk about population control, you got to know what they talking about. They're not talking about no dry ass population. They talking about one group of people that is too many of.
That's part of that silent war.
Yeah. So I say it's war going on right now. It's the metaphysical, it's the spiritual, it's the socio-economic, it's the mental, everything that they're depriving us of is warfare. Warfare is when you're not at war yet, but you subtract them from the people so that they can never become ready for a war. So we're going through warfare. We just don't know it. Nobody know it. See, that they got this thing, my partner just told me, it's a little old parable about the frog in the pot. So if you throw a frog in a boiling pot, it's gonna jump out because it's hot and it's not gonna want to die. But if you sit a frog in a pot that's not boiling and you turn it on, it's gonna sit in there until it die because it don't understand that it's heating up and it don't understand it's about to die. It don't get it. It's not a panic mode, and that's what Hurricane Harvey was for black people. It was a panic mode. So I've been saying, hey, we need to pool our resources and create something so that we can do it for 10 months, a year now. So when Hurricane Harvey hit, everybody had to start saying, hey, please send us money. We're trying to help people. But it was life or death at that moment. But for the last 10 months, this shit been life or death for me because I'm looking at it like everybody is getting boiled.
Yeah.
And we got to get them up out that pot. But they don't even want to get out the pot. They thinking it's cool here. You feel me? They chilling. But we trying to get them out the pot. But they fight us. And that's hard to say that your own people is fighting you to help them. That's why people always gave up. That's why every story in the Bible, nobody conquered it. That's why they want to promote it so much. Everybody gave up or died trying. So if you constantly tell that,
Subsided.
so everybody.
No, he got conquered too.
Everybody.
Well,
nobody
He
succeeded.
didn't get conquered. His sons got conquered.
Everybody
Got conquered.
gave up
The
or died
wisest man.
trying. Everybody. Nobody succeeded in their life. Not one person. They had great lives, Jesus is what they're saying is came the closest. And even after they was him till supposedly 200 years after he died.
Yeah.
So, you know, if Jesus was on the earth right now, he would be doing what we are doing.
There's some people that succeeded, but they didn't make it into Americans' version of the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely some people.
There's some people that succeeded.
Now that's what I like about the Torah and the Tanakh. They have more stories of people that does more. So when people qualify as something that goes around the whole span, it's 100 and something chapters in the Bible. It's not in there. It's 66 chapters in the regular Bible. It's 98 in the Vatican. It's 116 in other places. Like, why is all of this shit missing out? Then when you get to read them, you get access to them. Some of the books that got all the chapters, they charge like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a book.
Damn.
They don't want people to have that information. Who can afford that? They got a book on Amazon for $16,000.
What is it called?
What is that book called? I don't even know what it's called.
For the $16,000 book.
I don't even know. This book's a book on there for $250,000. Because all of these books can't be accessed. The Amduat, the Book of the Dead, all these these original copies where people haven't been fucking with it and re-editing it up. You can't get to them. The Pele and Harut, all of them ancient astrological texts that teach you how to have ritual percentages in the consonants that the ancient Ramesh gave us. And people got that, and they ain't giving it out.
I know somebody that got it. Shit, I know somebody.
He probably stole it.
Somebody gave it to him.
Yeah.
I know somebody got one of them. I know somebody that got a fucking original Ethiopian Bible. First Bible nobody.
And them hoes cost about $2,000.
Nigga, I picked them hoes up. Like, be careful. You know what I'm saying? The hoes gonna fall into pieces, but.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my hand on one of those.
You gotta get the Sefer. The Sefer, they sell it online. It's about $150. That's what they got, like 100. I think it's 102 books of the Bible, something like that. So all of these different books, like when we talk about Enoch, he conquered it. But they took him out. They took him out of the Bible, so nobody would know.
Yeah. But they took him out
The Black
because
Ethiopian.
Yeah.
They took him out because he was talking about aliens and all kind of extra shit.
Enoch was talking to for real.
Yeah, he was talking about metaphysicality.
Enoch is really
Enoch,
like how the Arab woman can't walk outside with her hair without her hair being covered.
Mm-hmm.
And Enoch there will tell you the reason we have what's the black people do this pigment albinos. The angels would look down upon a woman and see her hair, and they will come down, take her, make love to her. She'd be pregnant, and when she had a child, it would be a giant or a albino, but the thing with the one eye, a cyclops.
Wow.
But they were like corrupted.
So that's why the women have.
As we get dangerous.
Yeah, that's why the women have. That's why they wear a hair covering.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So like, yeah, when you read the stuff that they don't want you to have, you're like, okay,
I thought this was a man just want to show they
well, the thing is, even if you use the Quran and the Bible and the Torah, it tell you between the man and the woman of how the relationship is supposed to be. It's always going to be more women on the earth than men, so it has to be a outnumbered ratio, and men have to be able to govern for themselves, and women have to be able to govern for themselves, but they have to work together simultaneously to build society. So when you think about that, that means every man would have to have multiple women working for them. Even if you don't want to think about it in a sexual sense, you just think of it in a business sense. Everybody would have to have multiple women working for them for society to be successful. And we're not working like that. We male dominated, and that's fucked ourselves. And that's why they hide their wives, because to get to a man back then, if you can't get to him, you gotta get to his wife.
Oh,
so they cover their wife up high. I don't want you to be seeing my wife all the time. What you need to see her for? She fine. All of them.
And what she got, you ain't posting up.
Cover their guard up, because it's a trait that
the way to get into my family or get my resources, marry my daughter. So if you marry my daughter, I gotta help. I have to help you because I don't want my daughter to struggle.
And they train their sons up to be warriors, to be like them. So if the only person you got action at is my son and he a G, You out of there. You out of there.
That's what I do.
But you know what? People don't accept it. So they think you talking crazy.
They done damned it. They done damned it. They done
You gonna
ostracized.
you gonna ask a person find in the Bible where it say have one way. You're not gonna find it.
Nobody in the Bible one way.
I need me by the cool. I'm just saying, and not just for my own personal benefit, because I have an empire to grow, and I need all my wives.
Let that be the reason. Let that be the reason.
That's a hard fate to accomplish out here because they done created jealousy and all of this. These are not real emotions. These romantics is Roman antics. It's fake love and fake bullshit. Where you like things about people.
Why you break it down like that? I've never thought of it like
Romantics,
that. I never thought of it like that.
Think about it's like Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
It's how you celebrate a massacre.
The Valentine's Day massacre is just a replication of what it used to be. They used to kill goats and dogs and animals and beat women with them so they can become fertile. That was Valentine's Day. That's what it was about. And men would have sex with each other. It's a celebration of
Men would have sex with each other?
Men would have sex with each other and beat their wives so that with dead animals, legs and carcasses and shit, so that they could fucking be fertile. Young girls, they whooping their ass, everything.
That's gonna make them be fertile by beating them with the carcasses.
Well, they felt like if that animal or whatever was fertile, if I put this on you, you gonna be that.
So back then, it was life used to be crazy. That's why people don't realize what savages is. Like, black people are not savages. We have never been savages. It's not our thing. I don't know why people want to take on these names.
I know she didn't think she was gonna walk into this conversation.
And that shit is besides.
Oh, I was ready to walk into this conversation.
Yeah, she know.
Oh,
I don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day no more.
Oh, it's Christmas.
So I better not see you on social
Okay,
media.
so basically Christmas, the breakdown of Christmas is if you're using the Bible and they talk about how demon this shit is, they were saying you don't bring shit like trees inside of your house. You don't bring your lights from inside, outside. What is Christmas? Bring trees in your house.
Decorating lights and stuff.
Also in Christmas time, it was called Sodom and Gomorrah. They used to be out in the street and like it was just like a big old orgy. And the women that was on their rags or whatever they had to stay in the house. And it was basically like Christmas was basically like a fuck fest.
Sodom and Gomorrah. You know that's what they deemed as the gay places in the Bible, and they killed everybody for doing wrong shit. That's why all these Christians don't like gays, but then gays become Christians, so it's like, what do you have to do?
And then they repent and all this.
But another thing with Christmas, it's the Saturn return. It's the winter solstice. It's the celebration of Saturn. It's like, eat babies and shit like that. So that's why it's about giving people shit, because it's just bullshit. You're just celebrating other people's returns. It's like, it's not a Jesus birthday. It's Saturn's
He wouldn't even born
birthday.
on December.
Yeah, he's supposed to be-
Fall time.
Yeah, his birthday would be around March, if you know about how they say he was born. March something. He's a Pisces. He's not a fucking, not born in December.
Wow.
But
We just doing shit, just be doing it. It's like, because they said told us to.
Mental condition.
yeah, but that's the people who, our oppressors are the colonizers. Our oppressors are the colonizers of America. So we're going by what the colonizers taught us. And the colonizers colonized by murdering all of our ancestors or turning them into slaves. And then we becoming slaves, take on their mindset because we start working for them. That's why we still want to work for them in they shit. That's why we still going to college to get 40-year jobs to retire and not have nothing, because we just want to work for them rather than create our own.
And the thing is, we go work for them because we too ignorant to work with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm not even like that. I can't work for nobody. I feel me anyway for the rest of my life.
I just broke my chain.
I got fired from my job on 4th of July, Independence Day.
You still a boss?
I'm just fucking insubordinate.
You was talking shit.
They couldn't stand me. I had something to say for everything. I'm calling up anybody. I'm telling the workers, y'all ain't gotta go for that.
I got a question. I want to know how women look at sex. Because a lot of girls be saying, like, I guess women fall in love through sex. Men don't really do that.
I'm different.
Oh, now you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm so serious.
Oh,
I'm not
Lord.
the average female. I know the difference between sex and love. I can fuck you and walk away from you and I have no feelings for you. You can talk to me on the phone every day and I'll be in love with you. I ain't never gotta touch you.
Yeah, but still.
That's just me.
Some people are mental and some people are physical.
Yeah, it just depends on who that person is. Like I'm detachment sex. Sex to me is just sex. That's all it is. I don't gotta love you at all.
Yeah, sex isn't about love. It's about creation. It's supposed to create during sex.
So, I don't know.
That's what metaphysics and tantra is all about. Using sex to join your two realms, to mix your worlds, your dream state and your physical state. And then making them all become one at the same time, through making your body feel good. So,
Boy, when I said that, I don't want.
I'm just going through some personal
Well, damn, talk to her. I'm making happy from a female point of view.
No. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. You know. There ain't no crap. I don't know. I don't know. It's like women are emotional and men are logic. So I think of women.
All women are not
I'm about
emotional.
to say it can be both.
Yeah, I'm just saying if the majority was to, I mean, we do come from women at the end of the day.
Okay, so say it right there. That makes
But I'm saying,
women are
speaking on
internal,
logic.
men
though.
are external. So the feelings that they catch is gonna be from the inside. The feelings we catch is gonna be from the outside. If a man love a woman, it's gonna be 9 times out of 10 because she do shit that he love. A woman love a man, it's just gonna be
I just love
because it's the inside of him. Because of what his capable, his possibilities. We don't really love possibilities. We love actions because whatever we want, it don't have to be manifested. You can do for us right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fix them dream states. That's why I say that shit is.
Y'all love on lust too.
I don't go out for lust.
Not necessarily.
A lot of men do.
I don't go out for lust.
And because they have conditioned themselves not to.
It's what you used to. A lot of people not used to things. It's your household. It's your king. It's your DNA. It's your background. If you Steve Urkel and you never had a piece of humanity, then when you see a woman, you like I love her. But shit, if you Stefan and you used to that, when you see a woman, you'll be like, there go another one. So.
There's still a lot of men that's visual and.
I'm about to say.
Now we like what's to the eyes. Geometry is all about shapes. We taught that shapes catch attention. That's what shapes catch attention. That's what they're here for. That's why we study them in school because we attracted to shapes. So when you see a woman that's shapely, like damn, the geometry is real.
And I'm trying to get an A+.
I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you.
It's not a game. Ready?
Shoot this one at the.
Yeah, I was able to wrap it up and take it to TSU.
Come on, let's get it.
What?
TSU bound.